Jonathan Greenberg. I'm superintendent of the Paris Union High School District, and today I sit in for Sally Myers. This is her baby. She's been doing Student of the Month for 21 years in Paris, Temecula, Murrieta, and Lake Elsinore. And when she's out doing business, she and her husband run 23 Sizzlers and 3 other restaurants. They're the largest Sizzler franchise in America. And so she's vice president of marketing. She has a really important job. So she thinks that she hates missing, but in the event she's not here, I get the opportunity to stand in. So I'd like to start our event by asking Joe Strange from Student Venture to come up and pray, and Mayor Darrell Bush be ready with the Pledge of Allegiance. So you're on.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Please rise.
Well, Father God, we're just thankful for today. We're thankful for the opportunity to be able to come here and recognize the young leaders that are going to be hopefully helping out our community in the future. I pray that you would just bless this entire event, from the sound, the audio, the video, all that, to the meal. Pray that you would bless the meal, and you would bless just everybody here that's going to share their hearts, and just allow us to be good leaders now and in the future for this community and for the people that are in our lives here in the Menifee, Paris Valley area. So we're thankful for this time. We pray that you just bless it. We love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Mayor Bush.
You're doing pretty good. This side's got their hands over their heart ready. This side isn't ready yet. Here you go. Grant was, though. Everyone following, put your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor, and thank you, Mr. Strange. The Paris Menifee Chambers of Commerce are the sponsors of this event. We do it every month, obviously, Student of the Month. It was founded actually in 1998 in this community. Thank you for those of you who get my humor a little later than others. Again, this side got it earlier than over here. The Student of the Month program is a local high school recognition program supported by the community to acknowledge and honor college, vocational, trade school bound senior students for their character, their love of learning, commitment to academics, participation in athletics, school activities, community service, or the ability to persevere and overcome difficult life circumstances in a setting that honors God, country, family, community, and free enterprise. We are, as you know, we've had a little technical difficulty. Sally's not here, and then we have a lot of newer administrators, and some standing in for principals, and some that have been stuck on the freeway. So I'm going to go by the way the program is listed. But I just want you to know when we actually get up, I might be changing the program a little bit to make sure that I make sure every administrator is here that needs to be here. But let's first start off by recognizing our Students of the Month. From Heritage High School, Bill Clough, the assistant principal, will be here. He's not here right now. But I'd like to recognize Adam James Jenks, his family, his teacher. Would they please stand up and be recognized? Thank you very much. Next, from Paris Lake High School, Assistant Principal Talisa Sullivan, and our Student of the Month, Natalie Laguna, and her family and friends. And from Paloma Valley High School, Assistant Principal Dr. Pauline Garcia is here, along with our Student of the Month, Chase Rowland, and Chase's family and friends. And I got lucky on the next one. She told me how to pronounce it. From Paris High School, Hai Vu is our Student of the Month, and our new principal at Paris High School, Mr. Nick Hilton, and family and teachers. Okay, those are the most important people, we would all agree, in the room. And certainly, students, you need to understand this is December. We've only been in school for a few months, so being Student of the Month is really quite an honor. Sometimes I ask, in a way to embarrass some people in the room, other than the four of you, how many have been students of the month, but I choose not to do that because I wasn't a student of the month, and I think there's other people in this room who are more student of the month. However, the mayor reminds us that his granddaughter was student of the month, and so we want to recognize that.
For the right donation.
Yeah.
That was her dad.
As I said, the Chambers of Commerce are the sponsors of this event. That means the business community, ladies and gentlemen, really stands up in our community, both in our communities as well as in our school district, our vendors. They stand up to help support this event and support Student of the Year that I'll talk about later. We're very fortunate to have from the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, Margarita Castillo is here, but I'm going to be speaking for the chamber because I used to be on the chamber. And Grant Bennett is president of the Paris Valley Chamber. So, Grant, could you come up and say a few words?
Thank you, Dr. Greenberg. On behalf of the Paris Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I'll throw in Menifee also, and we want to congratulate all the students and parents for this great award. It's not very many kids in the whole school, maybe 8 a year, 9 a year, get honored this way, and you're very fortunate, and your hard work is testament to that. The Paris Valley Chamber of Commerce would love to have you come back to Paris when you graduate from college, open a business, be part of our business community, be part of making Paris a better place and Menifee a better place. But I'm from Paris right now, so we love to have you come back. We want to wish you a very happy holidays. On behalf of the chambers, we have a certificate for you. It's embossed in gold because that's what you are, is gold to our schools. And we want to say again, congratulations and good luck.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bennett. Thank you very much, Grant. I appreciate that. And of course, the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce is a big supporter of this. Also very, very proud of your achievement and congratulate you as well. I want to start off by recognizing the leadership of the Paris Union High School District, the people that actually put this on and approve it. I'd like to introduce our board president, Mr. Bill Hulstrom, and our vice president, Mrs. Joan Cooley. They're here today. And interestingly enough, to show you this is really a kind of a school district family, across from them is our former trustee, Eric Cronke, and former trustee, Barry Bush, from the Paris Union High School District. To put on a program like this, as you can imagine, is a huge endeavor. I want to thank the people out of my office, Lori Ortel and Sarah Rico. They're the ones that do all of the legwork to make this possible. And I want to also recognize Mayor Darrell Bush, who helps us get businesses. Every time a new business comes into town, Mayor Bush is quick to say, you need to support Student of the Month. In fact, I think now in order to open a business in Paris, it's required that you do that. And I also want you to know, for those of you who are new to us who've not done this, please make sure you eat when your food comes. Because you're going to eat and listen, and some of you are just going to eat, and that's okay too. So, and again, this side got it, and this side didn't. I don't know, maybe the microphone's working better on this side. By the way, I've been told, and you know there'll be a little theme today. There's always a little theme. Because I'm a UCLA graduate, that, you know, that if students aren't going to use, and I just want everybody to know, we're proud of our students wherever they go to school and whatever they do to be successful. However, I've been told not to rub in the fact that the UCLA Bruins trounced our crosstown rivals 35-14 last Saturday night. I've been told not to rub that in, so I'll try not to say that more than a few times.
What's the name of that one?
I can't remember their name. Okay. As far there, if you look on your inside program, ladies and gentlemen, on the first page you see our Students of the Month. On the inside page, on the left side, You have all of our meal sponsors, and I'd like to recognize them at this point. They're the ones that help pay for this lunch that you're eating today. I'd like to, from the Alterra Credit Union, when I say your name, if you could please raise your hand and please applaud these people because they really are not only giving their time but their resources to support us. From Alterra Credit Union, Derek, please raise your hand. There's Derek. From Ashley Cronky Inc., Mr. Eric Cronky. From the Bank of Hemet, Virginia Figueredo, right over there. From the City of Menifee, Kathy Bennett is here, right over there. Thank you. From the City of Paris, again, we have our Mayor, Darrell Bush, and Councilman Mark Yarborough. Thank you both for being here. County Supervisor Marion Ashley would love to come to these events, but as you know, he's very busy, but he sends his right-hand lieutenant, Mr. Barry Bush, who's here today. Thank you for coming. I'd like to point out a little point of fact. Did everybody know Marion Ashley is a graduate of Paris High School, as is Nick Hilton. So, as is Mark Yarborough. Anybody else a graduate of Paris High School like to come forward? Okay. From CR&R, we have Nicole Moore here. Thank you, Nicole. From the Rotary Club of Paris, Grant Bennett, of course. Vistera Credit Union, Maria Caparas. Where's Maria? Right there. Did I say your name right? Good. Thank you. So those are the people that help pay for this lunch, and we thank them very much. Now, students, you're Student of the Month, and that's an incredible achievement, and you should be very proud. But don't stop there. We have a program called Student of the Year, which we do in May, and last year we did it at the Storm Stadium. They have a beautiful restaurant and overlooking the ball field, and it's really quite an event. And to be Student of the Year, well, that means you've got to beat out 8 or 9 other people at your school who have also become Student of the Month. So there will be an application. It will be sent to you probably in about March, and I encourage you to fill it out. If you don't fill it, your chances of winning if you don't fill it out are 0. Your chances of filling it out, of getting it, are about 1 in 8, which is about 12.5%, and kind of a good bet. Students of the Year, our community supports Student of the Year not just with a nice dinner, but with scholarship money. This year, we anticipate that every Student of the Year will get $1,720 in scholarship money. So I want to thank those people that support our Student of the Year program, and they are listed on the back cover. And those that I would like to recognize today are Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I would like to recognize the Paris Union Management Association, the Rotary Club of Menifee, and we're very proud that one of our great business partners, WLC Architects, Glenn Uade, is here today, and they're a big supporter of Student of the Year as well. So let's have a nice round of applause for all of them. Again, if looking at your program, the page 3 would be those businesses that support Student of the Month through the gifts. To my right, you'll see some beautiful gifts that our students will be able to take with them today. A lot of things inside those bags that are worth a lot. And students, I remind you, this is a lot like trick-or-treating when you were little. Do you remember when you were little and your parents said, after you had this big bag and you brought it home, and they said, honey, you need to go to sleep. You got to go to school tomorrow. But then when you came back in the morning, the bag didn't weigh quite as much. Now, maybe that only happened in my home, but I'm thinking it happened in other places too. But that bag is full of lots of wonderful gifts. And I'd like to refer you to the third page there, and you could see all of the gifts, certificates, and things that are there for you. I would like to recognize those that are here today. I know that from Swedish Speed Champion Towing, Mark Yarborough is here. Mark, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, he gave engraved ink pens in your school colors. that are in your bag. So thank you very much, Mr. Yarborough. And again, I know there are prom tickets in there. I know there's umbrellas. There's just all kinds of flash drives. Just wonderful things. And again, I would ask that you remember that inside each bag, you also have one of these. And that's a list of everyone that has contributed either through the bag or supporting Student of the Month through the lunch program. Students, this is a list of people that you need to thank, and not by email. In fact, we were very careful not to even give you their email addresses. Now, and hopefully there's no mobile phones here so you can text them. Because what we've done is, well, they're not here, but they should be. There are actually thank you notes inside each bag, and you are to write a thank you note to each one of these people. That's right, old school with a pen, the pen that Mark Yarborough gave you. And so you don't have to pay for the ink. And when you're done, you can turn in the envelopes to your principal, and they will send them down to us, and we'll mail them for you. So no cost to mail them. But again, we know that you know, and your parents know, that you didn't become Student of the Month just because you're good looking and talented and smart. You got to be Student of the Month because a lot of people helped you along the way, including this community that needs to be thanked for recognizing your achievements. So again, I encourage all of you to do that. Okay, now, the best part. The best part's yet to come. We have dignitaries that would like to give you certificates, so I'm going to ask that they come forward at this time. From the City of Paris, Mayor Darrell Bush and Mark Yarborough, Councilman, if they could come forward. From the City of Menifee, City Clerk Kathy Bennett. From Assemblywoman Melendez's office, we have Denny Horn here. From Assemblyman Jose Medina, we have Sabrina Cervantes here. From County Supervisor Marion Ashley, we have Barry Bush here. From Congressman Mark Takano's office, we have Maricela Magana here. From Senator Richard Roth, we have our good friend Alti Holcomb here. I'll be handing you the RCOE, Riverside County Office of Education certificates. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't listened to me, the real important part of the program is listen to these people, because they want to give you thanks on behalf of the community. So we'll start off with the Mayor, Darrell Bush.
Okay, thank you. I want to congratulate each of the students and their family. I always like to acknowledge the family's participation in this. And sometimes it is a family, it's special people that get been in their life. And because, yes, you do most of it by yourself, but, or at least you think you do, but you get a lot of help along the way. And Dr. Greenberg pointed out something very important when he was talking earlier about the achievement, that, you know, people succeed because of their achievement. Now, Dr. Greenberg pointed out that he did not become Student of the Month, but yet he became the superintendent of a school. So imagine how far you can go. Okay, you got a lot of opportunity in front of you. So at this time, I just want to say congratulations and wish you the best. And Mr. Yarborough has a certificate for us.
Thank you, Mayor. And good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of the City of Paris, Mayor Bush, and my colleagues on the City Council, you'll be receiving this certificate of achievement that is signed by our City Clerk and the Mayor. I don't have anything like that myself. And like the Superintendent, I failed to achieve Student of the Month or the Year. However, like the Superintendent, and I'd like to mirror the Mayor's comment that I consider myself blessed in a number of ways. Graduate from Paris High School. I was a state finalist in ROP and automotive competition. I have 2 businesses here in the community. I have a nice house. I have great kids, and I hold a seat on the City Council. And without being Student of the Month. So again,
So you got a lot.
again, I hate to hold you guys to it, but you know what? If we can do what we've done, it's really unlimited for all of you. So just prove us right and make it happen. and enjoy life. Thank you.
Thanks again, Mayor. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Denny Horn, and I'm here on behalf of Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez. And the Assemblywoman wants to commemorate your achievement as Student of the Month. We have a great certificate for you, and I'm going to give you a little secret that a friend of mine shares. These are fabulous. You need to make copies of these. You need to leave them home so that when you call home, when that ATM card's running a little thin, you can remind Mom and Dad that you were Student of the Month. It might get you to Starbucks. I can't guarantee it. But congratulations. But more importantly, go forward, pursue your endeavors, and come back to the community because we need you to continue to thrive and flourish. Again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy.
Hi, I'm Kathy Bennett. I'm the city clerk in Menifee. I'm here on behalf of my city council, who has done a beautiful certificate for you that they would like you to have and some other goodies. And I'm in the back, so I couldn't see. Students, could you put your hands in the air, please, so I can identify each of you? I just want to see. What an honor to be here. The city of Menifee is extremely proud of you, and I need to say that every mom in the world is extremely proud of you. What an awesome responsibility to be the parents of a Student of the Month, and what a wonderful thing you've accomplished. You do have a lot of things you can now go forward and do. I want to encourage you to look at local government. It's really the best way to go. So,
Thank you so much, Kathy.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Sabrina Cervantes, District Director for Assemblymember Jose Medina. We also have a nice certificate for you on behalf of the California State Legislature, congratulating you on your academic achievement. We wish you continued success, and we hope that you return to your city and your neighborhoods and continue to give back and motivate and encourage other youth in your community. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. As Students of the Month, it is a great pleasure to be here with all of you. I myself am a high school alumni, so it feels very, it feels
Paris
very-
High School.
Yeah, Paris High School alumni. So, like many other members here who have not had Student of the Month, I also support your endeavors and hope you nothing but the best in your success. And on behalf of of our office, Congressman Mark Takano, we present you the certificate, and go out there and chase your dreams. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Senator Roth, he congratulates each of today's recipients. He thanks you for your hard work, and he wishes you the very best of success in the future. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Is that, yes, good afternoon. On behalf of Supervisor Marion Ashley, a graduate of Paris, like Dr. Greenberg said earlier, he's very proud of every one of you. He was just a farm boy back here in Paris when he graduated, and look at him now. He's county supervisor. He's got 450,000 people that live within his district. I mean, if he can reach these levels, like they've said before, imagine how far you can go. But congratulations to you and your family, and do us one favor, students. Have a fun year. Be safe, okay?
Yes. There you go.
Thank you.
We also have a certificate for each one of you from County Superintendent Ken Young, who could not be here today, and a representative wasn't able to make it. But again, the county superintendent, which is all of Riverside County, signed a certificate for each one of you. So we're very, very proud of you. And again, I've already given you the lecture about thank you notes and postage. I did that earlier, so we will dispense with that. Okay. I'm now going to move on to presentations of students. Now, I need to tell you that Pastor Ted Norton is not here today, but I want you, oh, he is here today. I didn't think you were here today. All right. Well, Pastor Ted has put a Bible in each one of your bags, and I think everybody knows when they say, well, gee, there shouldn't be prayer in schools. everybody who's an adult and probably our students of the month know that you have come to a test once in your life and said, oh my goodness. And for a second there you prayed and somebody listened. So, but again, we thank you, Pastor Ted, for that. And also, you probably wonder, I brought this Kleenex box out. Your stories that you're going to tell us about your road to success, students, and the stories that your school officials, the principal or assistant principal, and the teachers or counselors or classified employees that are here representing you are going to say are emotional because they've seen you grow. And we're also going to hear from you and hear about your growth. So every time we do this, we say, oh, well, the students we heard are just amazing. Can you believe that these students have been able to overcome difficult situations or have just succeeded beyond anyone's expectations, that there's no way we can top that. And every month we top it or we equal it. And so we look forward to this part of the program. There'll be about a 6-minute time limit per student, although there will be no time clock and no buzzer going off. It's a time to share examples of your character. The principal will speak, or assistant principal, for about a minute. Then the teacher will speak, and then we'll have the student speak, followed by the parent. I think that's the way I did it. I do it a little differently than Sally, but either way, it's successful. Students, when you get up here, the questions will be here. And you don't have to answer all of them, but again, everybody here is on your side. Everybody here wants to celebrate your success, and we don't know you as well as the people at your table. So we want to know one of these questions or all of them. What do you believe is your greatest contribution to your community, school, or family? What do you think is the most significant life lesson that you will take with you to college or the world of work? Number 3, how do you plan on giving back to our community, or as we call it, paying it forward? And or number 4, share a personal story that demonstrates an obstacle that you can overcome. And then we want to hear from your parents. And it is kind of nice every once in a while because we hear about these perfect kids, and then the parent gets up and goes, their room is a mess. So it's good to know that you're not exactly 100% perfect. But one of the things that I want to tell you with the certificates that I didn't say earlier, the certificates you received are not just to put in a file. You need to put them on your resume because you're going to be applying for colleges very soon and scholarships, and you need to be able to put down that you have a certificate of student of the month from all the individuals that you do. Now, I need to tell you a personal story. My brother was a student of the month. I hate him. And when he was student of the month, what he did, he thought he could outsmart his younger brother, and he did for a while. He put his certificates above his room in the hallway so that everybody could, it was like you were entering a doctor's office, you know what I mean? Of course, one day he was gone, and I found a ladder, and they haven't been seen since. So it is I know some of you have younger brothers and sisters, and I know it's a tremendous sense of pride for the family. But actually, to be honest with you, it gave me great joy and pride to see my brother achieve that, and I know your family members feel the same way too. In fact, as I said, you're going to have a DVD of this that'll be mailed to you or sent to you, and it's a great opportunity to share, especially around the holidays, with loved ones that are all around the country, maybe all over the world. You can copy the DVD and actually send it to them, and they can get a chance to see what you're seeing today. So again, congratulations. So I think everybody is here that's going to be here. So I'd like to introduce one of the new assistant principals in our district, Mr. Bill Clough, and our student of the month and teacher and friends for Adam James Jenks. And so would you please come forward, and then I will line up. So here's how we're going to do it. The student will be right here. The principal will be right here, the teacher will be right here, and the family will be right next to the student. And you need to stand very close together because it's on a DVD. And so, I mean, on camera, we need to get everybody in. Now, if you don't get everybody in, what's going to happen is the mayor of Paris is going to come up here while the DVD is running and do this to you. You know, keep reminding you to punch together. And you don't really want to do that. It kind of ruins the DVD and difficult to take out. So, ladies and gentlemen, Heritage High School.
Hello. How are we? Forgive me. Okay. Just want to make sure. Put that on the UCLA website. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm sorry, Ms. Zerold, who is indisposed at the moment at another conference. So it's my pleasure and honor to be here to celebrate Adam. And Adam at school is one of our beacons of light, both on the stage and off. He participates in drama, and he's very active in the Link Crew, Relay for Life. He has a lot of different aspirations, which he'll share with you, which might not go over well with our superintendent, but we'll hope for the best in the future. There are a number of options open to Adam. Dr. Greenberg is smiling. So I'd like to introduce Katrina McPhail, who's going to describe to you a little bit more about why she had nominated him.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I have to correct Mr. Clow. I didn't nominate Adam. I know.
Thank you for being a substitute.
No. Actually, Mr. Marquis, his avid teacher, nominated him, but Mr. Marquis is with Ms. Zerold at the conference. I am Adam's AP Government and Econ teacher, and I wish I had nominated him. I actually kind of stopped nominating students because I leave after third period and go be home with my daughter. So I usually am not here for these things. But I wish I had nominated him, and I am more than happy to really talk about him and why I love him so much. Adam is hilarious. Can you tell? No. Adam is one of my favorite students in actually my favorite class. I never tell my classes which one is the favorite. This year I have. My third period is the funniest class I think I've ever been in. And they're learning. That it's not just fun and games. They actually are learning. And Adam is a part of that. So he keeps me on my toes, keeps me laughing. But the one thing I do want to share about Adam is he came to me a couple months ago and said, Ms. McPhail, I'd like to start a club on campus, and could you be the advisor? And I said, oh, okay. I'm only working part-time. You know, how can we work this out? And he said, well, I want it to be a government club. I want it to be about politics. And I said, okay. And I said, do you also want this to be on your college applications that you started a club? Well, yeah. Okay, good. So we started the club. We went through all of the process, the application. We did a budget. We were approved. We've started a club. I think we have 7 members now. Adam is the founder and the president. Congratulations, by the way. But this isn't just start a club and never have a meeting. Every time we have a meeting, he creates an agenda. He's in the middle of 2 fundraisers for our club. We've already talked about talking to different mayors to come speak with our club. Hint, hint. And we've talked about how we're going to really kind of advertise our club and get people more involved in government and politics. The name of our club is Modern American Oh, that's Patriotic. Right. Modern American Patriotic Students. So it's MAPS. And I give you the founder of MAPS.
Hello, I'm Adam.
You have to introduce your family.
This is my mom, Denise, and my sister, Sarah. Hi. So, I still don't know who nominated me, so we're guessing it's Marquis.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure.
There were so many.
But I will be going to college. I'm glad to announce that. I was striving hard in high school to go to college, and my goal is to go to Stanford University.
Great school. Go Tree.
Go Tree. And to become a computer engineer there. So I'm going through that application process right now, and I'm almost ready to submit it, which is great. Here in this community, I felt like a lot of generous people. I met a lot of people. I did a play with Mr. Greenberg here, and that was great. And he's such a positive man, and I will take all the positivity from my community. I've known Eric Kroenke since I was this tall, for this long time. And I just want to thank every one of you, everyone in this community, for helping me grow, and thank you for that. And here's
Did you there? I think there's a question you might want to
Oh,
answer.
I thought that was the. Oh, my. The most significant life lesson I'm going to take to college is all the positivity and generosity that you all offered me. And I hope to bring that back to the community one day, and hopefully, I don't know what way, but hopefully one way.
You sound like a politician already.
President. Here's my mom, Denise.
Yeah.
Well, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for honoring my son. He's made me very proud over the school years. I mean, this kid he started his freshman year, did 0 period, started school at 6 a.m. and went till 5 p.m. for his first 2 years of school because of sports after school. He's continued to go to school first thing in the morning, be at school till 5 a.m. 5 p.m. Sometimes when they're doing the plays, it feels like that. But,
it is like 1 a.m.
Yeah. So dedicated to school, not wondering, can I take less classes or anything? So I'm so proud of him. There's been many a nights when I've walked in, because I've woken up and I still see his bedroom light on, and I'm going, you're done. It's 2 a.m., you're done. No, Mom, I'm almost done. And he's back up in the morning, no problem. So, I've just taught all my children to have love and compassion and kindness towards people, and they will get back to you. And I'm so proud of all the tools that all the teachers have put in front of him, and he's taken those tools and ran with them. And because of the community, he's where he is, and I know he will be very successful in his life. Thank you, everyone.
Great job.
Thank you.
He can sing and dance too. Thank God they didn't ask me to sing or dance in that play. From Paris Lake High School, I'd like to introduce Assistant Principal Talisa Sullivan and our Student of the Month, Natalie Laguna, and family and friends.
Teachers on this side, right? Yes. Squeeze. Squeeze. Come closer. They want us to be really close. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I am Assistant Principal of Paris Lake High School, Talisa Sullivan. I'm here on behalf of Dr. Iglesias, our principal. He actually oversees 2 schools, and so I'm standing in here for him today. And I have with us Natalie, and we have Ms. Ladderhag, who is our teacher that actually nominated Natalie amongst with other teachers that had nominated, but we allow for our students to choose who they'd like to bring, and she chose Ms. Ladderhag out of the teachers who nominated her. Dr. Iglesias wanted me to be sure to mention what his appreciation of Natalie, and that he really appreciates her effort and her interest in the school site council and her contribution this year to school site council. He says phenomenal things about her contribution. So that's from Dr. Iglesias. I wanted her to know that. I wanted you all to know that. But I want to also tell you all how I know Natalie. Here's where this box comes in. Okay, so you all know we are at the continuation high school. And so we don't know our students for longer than about 2 years. That's the longest we get a chance to know Natalie, our students. And I met Natalie this year, actually. And I would see her, and she's always smiling. Oh my gosh, this girl. She's always smiling. And so just smiles, hi, good morning. And then one day, I know she doesn't want me to tell this, but I'm going to. She was crying. And I was like, that's Natalie. But she was talking to her teacher, so I decided I'm not going to I'm gonna allow for the teacher to go ahead and talk with her. He'll comfort her with whatever the situation was. And later I found out that she was, she had failed a test, or I don't know if she failed it or she didn't do as well as she wanted to do on a test, and she was really upset and she was crying about it. What can I do? I want to make it up. And so, we talked about it a little bit and we got past that. And then the second time I saw Natalie crying, I was like, my goodness, what is happening with this girl? She was in a class and I was doing an observation when she was in class, and she says, may I be excused? And she just walked out crying, and I was like, okay, so now I have to figure out if this girl is okay. So she came to my office, and then we started talking. She was just stressed out about finishing school, and I don't know why I'm crying. I just got to finish. I want to be finished. And so I want to make this short because I don't want to make it too long, but I want to say how much I appreciate this girl. And I want you all to know where she's come from and where she's going, okay? Because her stress is, how am I going to college? Look where I am. What do I do? So we had a long conversation, and Natalie is supposed to be a December graduate. And I'm going to say, fortunately, she will not be graduating in December. And the reason why it's fortunately rather than unfortunately is because she has decided to stay so that she can make up all of her credits in order to go to a 4-year university. Wow. So I want to say that myself, along with Miss Lannerhagen and some other people, we'd already been talking about some other things with Paris Lake, and so she's going to be more of our inspiration for another path for Paris Lake High School. So I present to you the teacher that nominated her, and she'll get a chance to tell you a lot more about Natalie.
I made a little speech. My name is Brandy Lannerhag. I'm the English teacher and ASB director over at Paris Lake High School. And first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to an outstanding student, Natalie Laguna. When I first met Natalie, she was very shy and she was withdrawn. But over time, Natalie showed determination to achieve academic success. And not only did you achieve outstanding academic success, you pushed yourself and to become part of a group. And in turn, she made a devoted student mentor to the rest of the school. Natalie now shows self-confidence in her academic skills, as well as she pushes other students to go the extra mile to achieve success. Again, I want to say congratulations to you. You have become a true leader of Paris Lake High School. That's it. Thank you.
Everybody's got to move over.
Okay. A little short over here. Hey, it's me, the crybaby, But, I'm kind of the emotional type. It happens. But, I came into the school wondering, I messed up. I'm going to be honest. I'm the kid that hated school. I didn't like it. I didn't like the idea, reading from a book. What was I going to get out of that, And now, this year, it took me less than a month to realize that's what you need in life, just to be happy with education. Now I'm interested in learning, and I overcame my obstacle by I was always a kid that talked too much or not enough, or some of my teachers, they didn't even remember my name, and they didn't know who I was. And now the thing that I love is that every Miss Sullivan, she cares, she knows my name, and Miss Lannerhag, they care about me. They care about me as a person. They see how I'm doing, and that's something that not a lot of teachers do these days, but I'm grateful to have that in my life. And I'm grateful to have my best friend right there standing by me, always supporting me, and my brother, and my amazing family right here. My mom and dad have always been there for me. So, and now I'm just learning to be grateful for everything I have. And now I'm, I want to go to, I want to become an esthetician, get my laser certificate degree, and, possibly physical therapy just to help people out. I've always been interested in massage therapies and stuff, so I'm excited for the future. My options are still open. I don't really know what I want to do right now, but I have a lot of choices, and I'm going to take those into consideration, and I'm going to go for it, anything I want. And I want people to realize, you do have a second chance. You can mess up and have horrible grades or whatever, and now you can come back, and now you have, an opportunity to go to a 4-year, something I thought I could never do. that I can possibly accomplish if I keep up with what I'm doing, and that's what I keep doing. Because these people right here are my inspiration. So I want people to know, don't give up.
This is from Mom has been
Thank
crying the
you.
whole time.
I'm a big crybaby.
We're emotional here.
No, we know why
Well,
Natalie
no,
cries.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. There's no words. Thank you. We are very proud of our daughter. Oh, God. I'm very shy first, and so it's hard for me to talk, but let me tell you that we are very, very proud of her. We saw her struggling through all those years of not wanting to do the homework, or maybe wanting to do it and not really getting to it. And now we see her coming home and, oh, Mom, I got homework. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Okay, dear, go for it. So we are very blessed that God has blessed us with her, and that she understands that we're with her, that we're there for her, and we will always be. Thank you, you guys. Thank you to everyone in this room, and to the people that are not here and help her. Please let them know. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you guys very much.
From Paloma Valley High School, Assistant Principal Dr. Pauline Garcia, and Student of the Month, Chase Rowland.
We were already crying over in the other corner. I'm so impressed with everyone.
I know you don't see your assistant principal for discipline, but
Actually, she doesn't.
bet not.
Well, good afternoon. I am very honored to introduce to you Paloma Valley High School Student of the Month, Chase Rowland. Chase is very well-rounded, and she is currently the president of the Interact Club at Paloma Valley High School. She spends countless of hours volunteering in the community, providing outreach, service, and assistance to those in need. She is an amazingly bright young lady with a 4.1 GPA. She has applied to UC Riverside, UC Irvine, and UC San Diego. She would like to major in linguistics and become a translator. She also hopes to be multilingual. That's amazing. Teachers have stated that Chase is hardworking, humble, devoted, and has high expectations for herself. They have also stated that she is the nicest, the sweetest, most considerate, and most polite person anyone could ever hope to meet. The Paloma Valley High School administration and staff are very proud of Chase, and we await to see her accomplish great things in life. Congratulations.
Thank you so
proud
much.
of you. At this point, I would like to invite Ms. Jody Gary to say a few words on behalf of Chase.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia.
I apologize that I'm crying. Natalie was one of my students last year, so that's why. I'm here to talk about Chase. I teach CT, ROP, and a multitude of other subjects, but she was in my fashion class last year, and she just has such a gift. She's kind. Nobody ever has anything bad to say about Chase. She's just very humble, very giving, and just talking about Interact and all the things she does. You can see her on the website. She's out there dancing at the mayor's ball. She's out there packing up dictionaries. She's just a really good, solid person. And myself and amongst the other teachers, we recommended her highly just because she's a good, solid person. And she's smart. So good job, Chase.
Hi, I'm Chase, and this is my family, my mother, Kathy, my sister, Shayla, and my aunt, Janelle, and my Miss Gary. I love her to death. As my assistant principal, said, I want to major in linguistics and plan to go to a UC. I am not completely sure as to where life will take me, but I'm excited to find out. There could be so many possibilities that I could do just as long as I stay determined. And that has been because of my parents. They're the best people I know, and they have helped me throughout my whole life, and all my sisters and my brother's life too. They have all allowed us to be amazing people. They didn't press us to do anything we didn't want to, and that has allowed us to be who we want to be, and they've always supported us. So that is what I'm going to take to college. I am going to be who I am and just try to do everything I can. And so I want to welcome my mom. Thank you.
It's pretty emotional, but anyway, I want to first thank everybody for putting this on. It's really a nice program. I didn't even know it existed, so it's great. And I want to say I'm so proud of Chase, and her dad's very proud, and he just got a new job, so he couldn't be here today, and I know he was very sad about it. So her sister filled in, and her aunt, and we're just very proud of Chase. Ever since she's been a little girl, I mean, books were her favorite toy. Her favorite Christmas present was a Barnes & Noble gift card from her grandma every year. I mean, every time you want to find her, she's upstairs in her room studying. She spends hours just studying. Sometimes I think, oh, she's never going to get out and have fun in life, but that is her fun. And she's always been so determined to do her studying and get such a great, get a great grade, and it's tough sometimes, but I've tried to teach her you can't stress over that. She's had juvenile diabetes since she's been 7 years old, and I think she's overcome a lot of obstacles with that disease. And I wish her all the happiness in the world, and I think she's going to go far because she's got a great smile, sense of style, and she's got eyes that light up the world, and we're just very proud of her.
Thank you, Mom. And thank you, everyone else.
Thank you and congratulations. Paris High School, Principal Nick Hilton, and Student of the Month, Hai Vu, and family, friends, relatives, neighbors. I know he's new to the school.
Yeah. They're still getting used to me. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to... Better? Okay. I think we're good. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Hai Vu, the Student of the Month for Paris High School. Hai is about one of the best well-rounded students that you could see. I mean, when I sat down and started looking at her resume, as this being my third day on the job, I haven't had as much experience with Hai in the last 4 years. Of course, I was there when she was a freshman, and now I'm back to see her graduate, which is phenomenal. But to see the community service, the involvement on campus, the academic excellence, she's got it all. She's the whole package. Interested in going into biomedical engineering. So, interested in going into biomedical engineering. I was a science major myself, so anytime I see science and engineering, I'm on board. So, without further ado, Hai Vu. Oh, excuse me. John Morgan Wilson. Yeah, sorry. Pardon me.
Okay, good afternoon. It's an honor to be here amongst all these high-achieving students and members of the community and the Paris High School District. This is kind of becoming fun for me. I've been able to come 3 out of the last 6 times. And I started to recommend students. I teach sophomore AP World History, and not being in touch with them for a couple of years, the end of last year I decided, what the heck, I'm just going to start throwing out names. I see them around campus. I know these kids are doing great work. So I think I'm putting on a few pounds, but if you see, I'm going to keep on throwing those names out, just like UCLA keeps throwing those passes. I'm just going to keep going, and we'll. Okay. Good job with those audibles, Mr. Superintendent, earlier. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about Miss Vu. One of the things about Miss Vu is I haven't had her in my class for a couple of years. But I think about her every single day when I'm on campus. Her name is spoken throughout the campus every morning when the students come. Hi, 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 hi. It's just like, oh. That's it.
You're here all week.
What can you say about Hi? I had her as a sophomore, AP World, crowded classroom, sitting in the back. Very diminutive figure, can't figure them out. After a few weeks, though, and you start seeing the scores and you see who's turning things in, who's not, the name just starts to rise to the top. Last year, she was a member of our academic decathlon team, which placed 5th in the county. Last year at Paris High School, she was also a founding member of our Constitution team. So I've worked with her in those areas as an advisor, so I've kind of kept in touch. This year as a senior, though, as many teachers do, and I get requests for letters of recommendation. And I got a couple from her, and this year, she was a finalist in the Questbridge Scholarship Competition, which is a great achievement. And what I did to kind of refresh my memory, because like I said, I'm throwing names out, and we were just told yesterday that she won. So I'm like, oh, okay. And so I printed out one of her resumes, and just to give you some insight into what type of student she is. And I think a lot of it has to do with geographic determinism, because you live in Good Hope, right?
Yeah.
Good Hope. Out there. So come to school, and then you go home. And so as a senior, the classes that she's currently taking, AP Econ, AP Stats, AP Chemistry, AP Lit, and just to kind of fill things in, 0 period, AP Human Geography. I never made Student of the Month. I had perfect attendance, but yeah, that's to keep busy now. Taking that full schedule, I was just looking at some of these things that she's been in her last 3 years, and I noticed that you forgot one, and I'm going to mention it right before I let you talk. Clubs, National Honor Society 10 through 12, GSA 9-10, Friday Night Live 10, 11, 12. Founding member of the Video Production Club, supported by the Rotary last year, and this year, Vice President last year, Secretary this year. German Club, 9, 10, 11, 12, so you're actually trilingual.
Yes.
It's trilingual. That's amazing. Student Government this year, trying something new, ASB. Key Club, 9th VP, also 11th grade. Science Club, Calculus Club, Link Crew, Academic Decathlon, Constitution Quiz Team. You forgot to mention sports. Didn't you run track, cross country? Weren't you out there running around? I thought I saw you. No? Okay, you must have been exercising. Okay, so you're right, I'm wrong. Anyway, one of the things about Hi is I helped her fill out the Cosmos application a couple years ago. Since that time, though, she's applied for many out-of-state programs, summer programs, and I feel she is one of the best candidates we have this year for Student of the Year from Paris High School. As a representative of the City of Paris, the students of Paris, I don't think there's any finer choice for Student of the Month or Student of the Year, which I'll be pushing for you to do, than Hai Vu. So with that brief introduction, I'd like to introduce to you Nitai Hai Vu.
All right, I'm short, so if you're wondering how to actually pronounce my name.
What's up?
Yes, come on, Father. How you actually pronounce my name is Mitui Hai Vu. Yeah, thanks, Dad. Yeah, it's a long name, so I just go by Hai, which is my middle name, a lot shorter. Wow, sorry I didn't get time to prepare for this. My greatest achievement. Sophomore year, I did kind of a strange thing. I signed up for AP Calculus. It is a horrible math where you have more letters than you have number, and this limit did not exist. So I spent the first 6 weeks stressing out and nearly failing the class. And I spent 3 to 5 days a week from 3 to almost 5:30 p.m. and I skipped lunch daily just to catch up on my calculus homework and finish all my test corrections. Calculus was scary. So me and a few other members who graduated already we decided to start our very first calculus club. And calculus club has been a big influence in my life. We have an annual calculus competition every year where we try to get our students to compete, as well as have other students who are interested in calculus to come watch us perform and stress out. And of course, we love to integrate other clubs and other programs with our own calculus competition. So last year, we introduced our robotics team and of course our computer-aided design program. So it was an absolutely phenomenal event, and I would like to invite all of you guys to the March calculus competition, which will be our 3rd annual calculus competition. So if you're free, you should go. It's amazing. And calculus club has I don't know how to say it, but calculus club is absolutely amazing to me because all the students around me are so motivated and so passionate. We're all trying to pass the class, but they're so inspirational, and that's a big part because you don't really see anyone with a lot of passion. And I think that's the best part of being a student. The best part about being anyone, you're being surrounded by people who are passionate, motivated about everything they do, and they're all inspirational, and that's what all you guys are. So calculus club is amazing, and it pushed me. I finally realized what I wanted to do. My parents always wanted me to become a doctor. I'm sorry. But I've decided I wanted to become a biomedical engineer and earn a PhD so I can open up my own lab and start researching stem cells and undifferentiated cells and organ cloning to eliminate the need of organ donors, as well as make healthcare more effective and affordable for everyone. And now this is my...
What are your choices?
I'm hoping UCLA right now. And I'm sorry, my dad does not speak English, but if he did, I'm pretty sure he would talk about how horrible my room is, like you said. It's quite a mess. But
You speak 3 languages, you can translate.
Ba muốn nói chuyện con nói chuyện.
Bà không biết nói gì nữa.
Cứ nói chuyện với con thôi.
Rồi có cái thôi bà không nói, bà không suy nghĩ chứ.
We'd like to hear.
He said, I don't want to talk, I haven't thought about it, I'm emotional. Thank you very much.
I'll be, after Mr. Hilton, can you get me High's cell phone number so next year when I need tickets, I'll have a ticket. Okay. Well, as you could see, 4 pretty average kids. We're not, the community's not supporting public education, and the kids aren't doing very well. Quite the opposite. Adam, we're so proud of you. The thing I'll remember most, because I know you in a different realm in terms of being on stage with you, is more than anybody, and we're talking about 50 or 60 people in the cast and crew. He knew all of his lines and where he was supposed to be before anybody else. And when I came out, they told me I had just a cameo. Well, cameo was 25 lines. And when I saw him know all his lines, I went home and went, I better learn my lines. Because we all know how the director feels at that school if you don't know your lines. But you are a wonderful student and a true credit to our community, and I wish you the best of luck. And last year we had a student go to Stanford from Heritage, so maybe you'll be the second one. Congratulations. Natalie, oh my goodness. We are a country that believes in second chances. You're the embodiment of that. Somebody who's maybe had a 3rd, 4th, or 5th chance and has now said, I can do it, I know what I want to do, and I'm not going to fight the system, I'm going to work hard in the system. Congratulations to you and your family, especially your family, for hanging in there all these years. That's not easy. Thank you for your comments as well. Chase, perfection, it's like you're amazing, and everybody looked at me because you didn't say UCLA, but you going to UC, we're all part of the same fraternity of colleges. I don't tell that to my Cal friends, but anyway, again, I love the fact that you've given back to the community with all the things that you've done, and that rather than doing what other people tell you ought to do, I love the fact that your parents have given you the ability to be the person you want to be. So sky's the limit for you. Congratulations. And hi, biomedical engineering. There are people in this room that need you to graduate and get that degree as soon as possible, because we have some organs that aren't doing too well. But I know your family and your school are so proud of you, and it's nice to see that your teacher's already decided that he's swinging Student of the Year and trying to get the new principal to just make that happen. But we're very, very proud of you. And again, we're proud of all these students. Let's have another round of applause for the students. Okay, so as we begin to close, and I make sure I have everything I need to do that, first of all, I want to thank Randy Hughes from Paloma Valley High School. Mr. Hughes, can you come around the corner for us? While he's coming.
I've been doing this for 10 years, and it's the first time anybody's done a selfie on me. That's the first.
That's Bill Clough. Anyway, thank you. And, again, he's supported by some wonderful students who have to not only film what you see today, they have to go back and put it together, take out all of my mess ups, which is a full-time job, and try to put this into a wonderful DVD. So the video crew from Paloma Valley High School, technical director on the other side is Austin Patterson, the audio engineer is Tevin Turner, and the camera crew. This is interesting. They decided to write their names, and some of them hand wrote their names. And I guess they feel that I should be able to figure that out. So camera crew, which one of you is Jacob? Jacob Allen over here, Wyatt Proctor over here, and Rachel Hughes. Are you related to the, oh, okay, your dad, yeah, but you have an interesting way of writing Hughes. But now that we have Chromebooks for all students, you don't need to write anymore. Anyway, congratulations. And again, families, we will mail home the DVD of this program. And when we're done, we're going to ask the students to come out with your bags. Remember, don't take the bag out of your sight. Go into the restroom, you take the bag with you. Bring your bags out front because we're going to get a great picture. And by the way, the DVD here is going to be aired on Time Warner Cable here in Paris as well. So you don't have Time Warner Cable, you better find out somebody who does in Paris so you can watch yourself on television. Every time that Sally concludes a program, she ends it with an inspiration. One of her greatest people that she admires most is John C. Maxwell, a pastor and motivational speaker. And in light of what we heard, especially from what we heard from Natalie, I'm going to read a passage about dreamer. The word today is dreamer. Every leader I've ever known had a dream and a vision. In fact, I would say to you, if you do not see what could be and what you would like to have, I would say you're probably not a leader. But what I've discovered about dreams is this: dreams are free, but the journey isn't. And so leaders go beyond just having a dream. They go beyond having a wish list, sitting around a table hoping something might come to pass. They understand that if they have a dream, they're a dreamer. They have to pursue that. They have to take the journey. The dream's free, the journey isn't. And what leaders find is that when they go forth toward the dream, they continually have to pay the price. They continually have to realize that they make down payments on the dream that they have. But there's one thing else I'd like to say. All leaders realize that whatever they pay, it's worth the price, because dreams for them do come true. And we heard today 4 wonderful dreams that I believe are going to come true. On behalf of everyone from the Student of the Month program, the school district, all the businesses, thank you for coming and congratulations to our students.